A. Alrighty. Righty. There are bodies falling from the fucking sky. Let me tweet. And then look, it still says I'm playing Chains of Olympus. Fucking Twitter. And then I gotta Whimzo. Alright. Let's get the hell out of hell. Actually. Fantastic start. Fantastic start to my night. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Enough making fun of. Okay, but actually for real though, I need to make sure I get these chests. I almost had a heart attack, man. I don't understand. I just want to get through this game. It's already been like 12 hours for this 8-hour game. There's a chest over there. So that's the way up, obviously. Oh, that's it. Just the two chests. Okay. That's shocking. God. I didn't think I'd make that. I got scared. Let's get as far away from the fucking edge as possible. They don't accidentally knock me off. Jesus. You motherfucker. So, since I imagine the way forward, yeah, you can just fuck off, buddy. Yeah. Oh, does it reverse? Interesting. I didn't know that. Cool. Shit, this one looks rough. Oh god. That's fine. This is fine. Oh, it's just an archer. I didn't realize. I can use some help though. Avoid me from my exploration. Oh boyo. I have no idea what the path is. Okay, so that's a dead end, so we won't bother with that. I imagine it's that. So. And that also is a dead end. Maybe not. Shit. I'll let you know, I don't really want to fight these fire birds. Fuck. Whoa. I didn't die. Okay. This seems to be it. We might... No? Okay. So I'm gonna assume that's the way forward, so I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Okay. Gree is gonna be the death of me. wonder if that's a factor in the game. I wonder if I can... I'm running out of resources. Quite honestly. No! Oh no! Oh, okay. This isn't bad. This is actually not terrible at all. That's it. Alright, let's go get our little spoils. Somehow killed that one even though I was in behind him. Alright. That one's annoyed about giving us a problem. Fuck! Fuck! No! Oh my god, it's fucking the worst. That went a lot faster. That was a lot better. Oh, there's one more skill. No. God damn it! Fuck! Shit! Oh! Fuck off. Fucking hitboxes. This is so irritating. I'm compulsively doing this. Not like I have to get that. But like, man, it's a lot of points that I'm just letting go by. Don't. Fuck! God damn it! Why is platforming so difficult? Is it the greed? Am I too greedy? Okay, that was my fault. I went a little too far to the left. My speakers are going fucking crazy. That's not hearable. Why am I like this? I stopped getting red orbs from them? Because now I don't have as much experience as I used to get. I'm scared of the fucking blades now. Shit. I guess we'll slow it down. No! Fuck! Damn it! If I'm not getting points for them, there's no point. I might as well just, like, rush it. Ooh, that was weird, actually. I don't think I got hit. I just got pushed. Fuck! Fucking depth perception. Okay, well, that's fine. God! Oh God! Oh my God! It's been... Oh... Ah... Got no words. Ooh... I should try... Fuck! Oh my God. Oh. I saved it. Fuck! God damn it! Why am I so bad with the depth? I think I've died so many times. They started restarting me with full health. As if that's the fucking problem. I can't... Oh no! Fuck! I turned on easy difficulty. God damn it. This is turning into a nightmare of a playthrough. Piece of shit. I can totally see the blade. Oh no! No! Fuck! Damn it! Come on! Yeah, okay, fair enough. There's so much. Fuck! What the hell? Now they give me shit? Because I accidentally put it on easy mode. And there's still one in my way. Nope. Okay, maybe I should. They don't give me red orbs if I kill him this way. Which is very odd. There's so many of these fuckers as well. Coming! God, this is not. I just wanna move on. Piece of shit! There's nothing here. Except a breather. This has to be a checkpoint. Oh, fucking Christ. Guess what I'm out of. Okay, that's... I'm so angry at everything. can't believe this shit. I can't believe how shit I am. And my suffering with this game. We gotta hurry before those disappear, because they're known to do that. Oh shit! No! Fuck! Okay, you know what? I'm grateful for a new checkpoint at this point. Oh my god! No! You've got to be kidding me. Why? Why is every fucking platform part a problem in this goddamn game for me? Why? Explain it. Okay, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have tried that. No, motherfuckers. No. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Well, he's gone. What's up here? That'll suit my fancy. Door that I can't go through. You're fucking great. Goddamn grab boxes. Great. What the fuck? Get hit out of my... Oh my god.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
You archers are a real fucking problem now. Looks like it's gonna be a problem. No! Fucking damn it! Okay, that was my fault. Now it's getting ridiculous. Yeah, my fault again. Get ready for the next 30 minutes. 'Cause that's what this is. Holy fucking shit. No, no, no! Well, I mean, that was cool at least, that I glitched through the world, but I'm not really happy about it. I think Rage of the Gods will help me through the... Let's try it. No. No. Still get super fucking stunned. There's no opportunity to, like, grab back up. Actually, what happens if I let it go? Oh. Nothing. Interesting. At this point, it'll be faster to just, like, take my time. Climb up it normal. Okay, nope. Nope. Now we jump. Jump again. That wasn't as long as I thought, actually. Fuck, was that stupid. Fuck off. Fuck off with your red. Get the fuck. Fuck. Fuck off. Why is it just archers? Okay. Nope. What the fuck even? Yep. No! I played this before, guys. I beat this game. I remember. It wasn't that long ago. Shit. Nah. If there was anything I wanted the hitboxes to not be precise, be this, so that I could get through, you know, diagonals like that one, but no. The game won't fucking let me. The game won't let me have peace. I have to play its fucking game. Fuck! I lost half my health to this thing. Oh, go back down. You fucking attempt it. No, God, why? Fuck! No, why did you go diagonal? Or to the right? Why to the right? Or the left? Why not just up? You're not pushing the stick directly up, because you have to turn to the side. Turn the stick to the sides, so that you stay straight. Things revolving, I'm killing myself. Oh, goody. It doesn't checkpoint me after killing all the annoying fucking archers. No, heaven forbid. Great. I don't know why I keep doing that. Because I'm impatient. Nope. I'm so stunned after getting hit once. I just fall all the way to the fucking bottom. Fuck! God damn it. God damn this game. Fuck you. Everything is so patronizing to me. I just know. I don't want your saves, I don't want your health, I don't want your items, I just want to die. That's not true, I do want your souls. That was a complete and utter lie. Can you please? I'm going through some shit right now. I gotta kill Satyr? Oh, fuck this guy. Oh, I guess I'm insanely strong now for some reason. Oh, is it wave based, not actual enemy based? Or did I just not notice one glow? It is enemy based. You guys gotta stop killing them so fast. Crazy, isn't it? I did so well there. Nine clips and like 2,000. I heard a cat. Do this to me. Bastards.
Kratos. And not a moment too soon. I only finished digging just a moment ago.
Who are you?
Now that is an interesting question. But for now, you must hurry. Athens needs you.
But how did you know I would...
Athena isn't the only god keeping watch on you, Spartan. Complete your task, Kratos, and the gods will forgive your sins.
He sounds so sincere when he says that, but it's obviously a fucking lie. I want to die. Lovely. The return to Athens level. Fucking Hades took me an hour. Oh, they're fucking weak bitches, though. What the hell happened to me? What the hell got into me? Damn. The health back you just took from me. Thanks, buddy. So is Lady dead? Probably. Oh, there she is.
Kratos. Return, but too late. Ares has taken Athens. There is no more hope.
I don't care about Athens. I just want to kill Ares. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, it's not that much. Is this the actual boss fountain though?
Kratos had traversed the desert of lost souls, bested the deadly traps of Pandora's temple, and escaped Hades itself. There was but one task left.
Zeus! Do you see now what your son can do? You cast your favor on Athena, but her city lies in ruins before me. And now, even Pandora's box is mine. Would you have me use it against Olympus itself?
Kratos returned even from the underworld.
Is this the best you can do, Father? You send a broken mortal to defeat me, the god of war?
After thousands of years, Pandora's box was finally open. The power of the gods unleashed.
You are still just a mortal. Every bit as weak as the day you begged me to save your life.
I am not the same man you found that day. The monster you've created has returned to kill you.
You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos. Your final lesson is at hand. Prepare to join your family, Spartan.
I can still parry. Okay. Yeah, choose when to parry. Stop my cowards. You know what? Go get him, Ghost.
Is that the best you can do?
I don't know, it's pretty good. These ghosts are actually kind of baller. Even if they're not maxed.
You are no Why do you resist me, Spartan? Relent! You are already lost, Spartan!
Wow, you missed half of those, buddy.
Advance and embrace your
Fuck.
mortal.
I gotta get another chance to finish him. Oh, Jesus. No!
Do you feel the rage that drives your blades, Kratos?
I'm trying so hard.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
I have taught you many ways to kill a mortal, Kratos. Flesh that burns, bones that break. But to break a man's spirit is to truly destroy him. Do you recognize this place, Spartan? The location of your greatest failure? Perhaps there is a chance you can undo the deeds of the past.
The nightmares that had haunted Kratos for the past 10 years had now taken form and substance. His past stood before him.
Kratos! What's happening? Where are we?
By the gods, can this be real?
Oh, I remember this. I had to protect them from me, I think.
Ares! There is nothing you can put in my way to stop me! I will save my family!
They're already dead. Life into them. You guys have got to stop. Ow, actually, shit, look at all that. And really, it's nothing. It took 30 pips to get to, man, that's most powerful of souls. Alright, guess we'll start working on, Medusa. Hey, maybe we'll actually get it done. Maybe, shit. Level 3 is only 7,000. Fuck out of here, you motherfuckers. That works. Where's my magic? Shit. Whew. If I realized they were one-hit kills, shit.
Kratos had done the impossible. He had saved his family.
Kratos, please take us home.
Do you see, God of War? You took them once, but you'll never have them again.
You cannot save them, Kratos. You gave them up in your quest for ultimate power. There is a price to pay for everything you gain.
Not that price. I didn't want them to die.
No price is too high for what I offered. And you rejected me. A god! Now, you will have no power, no magic. All that is left for you is death!
Oh, not again.
You should have joined me, Kratos. You should have been stronger.
By the gods.
Of course.
The battle was not over. The gods, it seemed, had a final gift for Kratos.
I still have allies in Olympus, Ares. Now, you will see how
The gods?
strong
The gods that you want to kill. They're your allies, eh? Alright. Ares boss fights are pretty easy
Kratos,
compared to that Hades
it
shit.
was I who saved you in your time of greatest need.
I haven't forgotten, Ares. I remember how you saved me.
That night, I was trying to make you a great warrior.
You succeeded.
Kratos had done the impossible. A mortal defeating a god. Ares was no more. The city had been saved and would thrive again. The same could not be said for Kratos, for as he sought to rebuild his soul with the help of the gods, the truth was revealed to him.
Athena, rid me of the memories that haunt me still.
You have done well, Kratos. Though we mourn the death of our brother, the gods are indebted to you. We promised your sins would be forgiven, and so they are. But we never promised to take away your nightmares. No man, no god could ever forget the terrible deeds you have done.
In the end, knowing the visions of his past would never leave him, Kratos made his way to the bluffs overlooking the Aegean Sea.
And once again,
The gods of Olympus have abandoned
attempted to kill
me.
himself, it seems.
Now there is no hope.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness. The fate of Kratos was not as it seemed. The gods had other plans. Borne aloft like a feather, Kratos found himself risen from the sea and placed on solid earth.
You will not die this day, Kratos. The gods cannot allow one who has performed such service to perish by his own hand. Ares' tactics were brutal. His path of destruction had to be stopped. But now there is an empty throne in Olympus, and a new god of war is needed. Take these stairs, Kratos. They lead to your ultimate reward.
Athena's blade. Oh god, look how golden they are. At maximum. Damn. I don't... Here's the god of war. While your demons don't haunt you, the gods have decreed you not die this day. I don't have to go yet.
Your battles are at an end.
I can't... No, stop. Stop tempting me. I gotta... Oh, I can't go back. I gotta look around for shit. No, are you kidding me? I have to live with the fact that I didn't even... Oh, man. I didn't kill enough. Can you believe it? Alright, I guess. Mount Olympus. I didn't think the gameplay would keep going, I'll be honest. Wow, everything is so golden, it almost looks untextured. That's even possible. Like that area near Automata. Wait, there's a save game. Gaze upon the bones of your defeated foe. You're finally free of your servitude to this insane war god. This is the throne of the god of war. Take your rightful place upon it.
From that point forward, throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god. They were driven forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
Congratulations, you have conquered God of War. This fucking 4x3 cinematic they couldn't stretch out because it's all drawings. Now it's in God mode. Oh my god, we beat it. We finally fucking beat it. Properties, no. Please stop. Give me shelter. I'm good, thank you. What's post-credit credits? Shit, man. The making of God of War. Internet trailers used to introduce God of War. Deleted levels.
This is our sort of batch of
I actually like
things
this
that you
stuff,
didn't
so
get
I'm
to
gonna
see
watch
that,
it live on stream for no one to
I'm glad
watch.
you didn't, and some of them I wish you would have, time permitting, but it wasn't. So here we go. Okay, now this is actually this. Now this wasn't a deleted level. This was the prototype that the team put together. I don't even know what the date on this is, but 3 years ago, and it was really just to get the basic mechanics, not even tuned or anything, but you could run, you could swim, you could swing, and if you look at this level a little bit, you'll see we certainly didn't reuse any of the main art, but you'll see kind of like that shot there is sort of the precursor to some of the shots we have in the game. The rope swinging mechanic, and a lot of this, so you'll recognize if you've played the game and remembered the game, you'll recognize some of the level when you pull into Athens at first. This bottom section is based on that, and the whole cliffs that you climb here, we actually just sort of ripped these out directly from the demo and built the cliffs level, the Cliffs of Madness or the Cliffs of Insanity. I forget what we ended up calling it. God, it's amazing to see this little guy running around. He looks so not like Kratos. That guy there was the original Cyclops who's dying, who just never really looked like a Cyclops. He just looked like a big guy with a stick. And then this was the room, the only room that we built that was like the final room, and everything else was kind of rough. And I remember seeing this and going, everybody saw this and said, man, this looks awesome. And then we were like, yeah, but how in the hell are we gonna get, all the levels in the game looking as good as that? And I don't know if we ended up getting them all looking as good as that, but I think we came a lot closer than I thought we would. This level's pretty cool. This was our test level for the Icarus wing. So when Icarus and Daedalus, the Icarus story where he flew too close to the sun with the wings that he had made, and the wax melted and he fell to his death. That was sort of the inspiration for the mechanic. And I still love this. I absolutely wish this had made it into the game. We just, it really came down to time and going, what, let's focus, let's get our fighting really good, and let's get our platforming better, and let's get our puzzles working, and maybe we can come back to this. And as is often the case, you just never have the chance to. So I'd love to see something like this, in future God of War titles, because I think it's a great, it's just fun. I mean, it's fun to fly around. And what was cool about this is it wasn't just a flying level. It was, you could land and you could walk around, and it was a seamless experience versus, now it's time for the flying level. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I look at this
That's
now.
radical.
Damn,
I never.
gotten that in.
I don't remember
Awesome.
any Icarus.
These were the original Harpies. They were a lot bigger.
Game, so damn.
They still read better. They look awesome, but we just realized we needed more of like a bat-like, small, like little annoyance enemy. These guys played like the skeletons, basically, flying versions of the skeletons, and there just wasn't much of a difference in gameplay, so we ended up kind of shrinking them down and making them bats. And this was what we called the Mounting the Titan level, which is Kronos, the giant titan in the desert. And sadly, right now, the only way you get on the Titan is through a movie. And originally, this was how it was going to be. You see this big thing, it's like a big watermelon in the background. That's actually Kronos. And Tobin, the designer, he's got him kind of moving towards the player. And those things that are falling are like mountains that are crumbling and stuff. So it's kind of like Kronos is rushing towards the player, crawling, and you're trying to run ahead of him in these platforming sections, so that you can ultimately jump onto the structure that's on his back, and that'll lead you up to the temple. And I still love that idea. I really, really wish we could have done it. And it was just, we showed this to the tech guys, and we showed it to the artists, and they were just like, dude, that's going to take forever. This was the original boss. There was a boss that originally Look at that, that's awesome. That originally guarded Pandora's box. And again, we just didn't have time. And I know it's lame that that's the one thing I regret about the Pandora design, is that there are no bosses that guard the box. You have the Minotaur boss down below, and then we've got this conveyor belt section, and that's kind of it. And we just ran out of time. This was originally pretty cool. It was, you know, you had this moving platform up above, you had this giant kind of harpy vulture in the center that was guarding the box. And she had these eggs scattered all around the level. And in order to sort of entice her to fly around, you'd have to go find her eggs and break the eggs. And you'd kind of take the little baby birds inside and you'd kind of carry them around and use them as bait. And again, not only was it kind of a cool mechanic because you were slower as you carried these things around, but also I think it really helped with the character of Kratos. I mean, here he is, you know, cracking open eggs and ripping out little infant birds and using them for his own desires, and really pissing off this mama bird. I thought was pretty cool. So here's just another quick idea. These are just almost like little sketches for levels, you know, where you have a big open environment and then you've got the walls come down and it becomes a maze, and you either do something and the walls come back up or it's on a timer. I mean, we did tons of these things, you know, where I'd have an idea or a designer would have an idea and it was like, you know, try something like this. So this level is actually a level that we went so far as that we showed the press, we got it in magazines, and this was really a hard cut for us to make, and especially for me to make. I love the mechanic of it, and I love the platforming and the concept. And the concept was that you're riding this elevator, and you know, if you get knocked off, obviously you'll die. And if you get off the elevator, the idea was it was going to originally be being chased by this massive sandstorm. And the elevator was really the only thing. It was sort of a magical elevator that protected you from the sand. And if you got off the elevator would bypass you and the sandstorm would engulf you and kill you. And the two things we didn't have time to do is we didn't have time to tune it, and we didn't have time to build the sandstorm. But what I loved was this whole idea of, you know, getting off the elevator and having to catch back up with it. So, you know, you'd have these little forks in the road, and either you'd be forced, like coming up, you'd be forced to get off the elevator, or you could choose different paths. And if you took one path, it was more combat heavy, one path was more platform heavy. And as you can see, I mean, we had this pretty much finished from a standpoint of the art and the setup, but we were missing the big sandstorm and we were missing the tuning time to really make this fun, and so it ended up getting cut. This I love. This was great. This is great. I love this for the elevator. Now it gets smaller. I guess we talked about putting this in the actual, see, they suck. Whoever played this couldn't keep up with the elevator, but that was the whole idea, trying to keep up with the elevator. So it's tough. It's really tough when you have to cut ideas that you're really passionate about out of the game, but you do so you can make the other ideas that you do have in the game shine even brighter. So it's sort of a constant process, or it's a constant aspect of the process that's just a really tough thing that you go through, but I think it's worth it because it makes the overall product better.
That's fucking radical. But making a God of War might actually be super long. A lot of these is like behind the scenes stuff. .3D models. And like, if you're watching this on YouTube and you think I'm not gonna watch, oh, these are 3D models that didn't make it. Medusa version 1. We got to get the nipples but lost the penis. Poor Cyclops. Yeah, we never fought. Unless they're counting the Gorgons as Medusa, we never fought a Medusa boss, and I thought there was one. Here's version 5, blue tattoos. I'm glad we changed it. Oh. Could not use it, however, because there was too much detail in the armor when we put in the detail background. The hero did not look very good. Maybe if we make another Kratos game, a more powerful hardware, we can use cool. Hey! But, I mean, his shirtless design seems to be kind of iconic. Is this a Kratos? Dreadlocks. And the design, so I tried to support it, but it just didn't sit well with me. This model was not brutal enough. You could have made it brutal. I mean, Kratos is brutal by actions. Although I think it pissed off the art director. Oh, poor art director. And then this is like the test one. Medieval warrior. This looks bad. I like this guy. Patchwork icons. Yeah, a bunch of Cyclops and Centaur original design. Oh, a hellish nightmare creature. Skeleton version 2. They're all great designs. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm mad I can. Wow, I just loaded into like a shitty version of the game. Oh man, that's weird. Yeah, I do kind of want to. I want to watch a lot of this. See how Kratos was designed and created. See level concepts. Let's watch this.
Some of the earlier characters that that had been played around with, some of them again just didn't feel right for the time period. Some of them either felt overdressed or felt too fantasy. A lot of the concepts too got very detailed. There were lots of flowing things, and there was lots of hair, and there was lots of things that if we had to just model it, it probably would have been a little bit tougher to pull it off. There was one character I remember when I first saw it that had kind of a, almost kind of a tribal feel to it, a very kind of African feel to it, which I thought was pretty cool. Didn't say Greek, but at the same time when I looked at that, I thought, you know, that would be a pretty cool character to work with.
We went through images of the lone wolf kind of characters where you might have a hero with a little baby or a dog on his back. So just to kind of give something different, you know, about the character and something that you can kind of relate to.
One of the original concepts behind the hero for God of War was to come up with a guy who was, his whole face was encased in a mask. And we thought that going with a mask would be, you know, being able to paint his face in broader strokes so that when you were playing the game, he still had a lot of personality and you could still sort of read that when you saw the mask. But when we actually got it in the game, it ended up feeling very soulless and it didn't feel like the guy had a personality.
That was always one of the big elements that we were dealing with. You know, and it was difficult because, you know, we would often hear, "It's not Greek enough," and we're like, "What does that mean?" I'm using a actual, you know, sometimes because we'd take it right from a Greek, some Greek sources, you know, and it's very Greek. But I think what we really started seeing was, okay, no, it's not it's not Greek enough according to what the general public knows. And that's kind of what we had to go towards.
These are, again, very traditional. Some of these were very traditional kind of Greek images. And again, the more traditional it got, the more armor we put on him, the more he lost his individualism.
Every time we put something on, Dave felt like, he doesn't look brutal anymore. And we started realizing brutal also kind of related to the primal part of him, and so we did spend a lot of time going through that, but in the end we ended up still taking his clothes off, and that's what we went with. So
when I first saw this from Charlie, it was the first time that I really saw the brutal nature and the violent nature and the sort of the animalistic quality that would really become the foundation for Kratos. And I think starting to see these images was just like sort of confirmation that this idea could really work, and instead of giving him a traditional sword, going with these sort of chain blades was going to be much more dynamic and fluid and really fun to play with. The main goal for the character in the game was always to create someone that looked really brutal and really nasty and really violent. Instead of sort of going down the traditional route of a iconic Greek hero with the plume helmet and the skirt and the toga and the sandals, we wanted someone who really made the player feel like he was being able to unleash his dark side. So the idea was always, how can we make him look more brutal? How can we make him look more violent and impulsive and nasty? And that desire always superseded sort of historical accuracy. So while you look at this guy and he may not totally feel at home in ancient Greece from a costume standpoint, I think he achieves the greater purpose, which is to give players a character that they can play who really does let them just go nuts and unleash the nasty fantasies they have in their head.
That's rad. Alright, let's go making of God of War. This thing's probably like an hour long.
God of War's been in development for about 3 years, roughly. It's including a fairly lengthy pre-production cycle. And basically, it came from Dave Jaffe's head.
There were so many ready-made play mechanics and gameplay mechanics in the Greek myths already that it was just like Medusa's head and Zeus's thunderbolts and battling Cyclopses, and that mixed with just my love of the material was like, okay, this is what we got to do. We got to do this game.
Dave Jaffe came up to me and goes, "What do you think about Greek mythology?" I was immediately intrigued by it.
When they said, "Hey, we're thinking about Greek mythology for God of War," I was like, "Yeah, let's definitely do that."
The creative director of the game, Dave Jaffe, definitely comes up with a lot of this kind of stuff. And
Dave Jaffe. I wonder if he still works on the God of War.
In the design, so comes up with ideas. We sit around. He comes around, asks us his famous like 1 to 10. What do you think about this idea?
God of War is our attempt to really elevate the action-adventure genre to the next level. We wanted to bring combat, exploration, navigation, puzzle solving, all of sort of the classic elements of the genre, but we wanted to bring those to players in a fresh way, in a way that they haven't really seen before, and also at a scope and at a level and sort of this epic feel that they haven't really gotten before in a game.
That's the whole idea behind God of War. Is
Dave
it's not
Jaffe,
just a game.
he stopped working on God of War after
like
God of War 2, and then he made Drawn to Death, which apparently isn't good. Oh, that poor guy.
The sheer amount of concept art and work that went into developing all the characters and the look and feel of the game is pretty unique. I've never seen so much effort put into concepting a game out, making sure that every environment is unique and fits in with the theme of the game overall.
I gave them my influences. It's really to their credit that they were able to sort of
I think it's multiplayer only.
Extrapolate
and I don't think
what
anyone's
I was
playing
really
it.
going for into art, amazing art. So I ended up sort of getting what I wanted, which was this high adventure, amazing fantasy setting, which was inspired by the stuff that I grew up with, the movies that I grew up watching. But exactly how the game ended up looking the way it did was really, you'd have to ask the artist.
Charlie Wynn has been part of the studio for quite some time, and what he's brought to God of War is extremely valuable.
A lot of my job is to create images of what the game feels like.
The mood of the game is dark. The main character Kratos is a very disturbed character.
The things I said to him, I said brutal, nasty, violent, antisocial, pissed off, angry, fuck you. That was my direction to Charlie.
The hardest part about making Kratos was that the storyline wasn't really there yet. And so I was trying to create a character that didn't have that story behind him yet.
I just said, come into work and get angry and see what happens. What they came back with was their versions of anger and the things that they were mad at and the things that, it was really kind of neat because you got to look at the concept art and kind of see how everybody dealt with anger and madness and chaos. The solution was to sort of start stripping away everything. Every time we took away a piece of armor, every time we took away a helmet, a shield, we started seeing more of this animalistic side to this character. Once we got that, it was just an issue of whittling it down, you know, from those 15 images, all of which felt the most brutal, and said, out of all these 15, that's the one. God of War is our attempt to really elevate the action-adventure genre to the next level.
We're trying to do so much right now. I mean, we want to bring this, you know, this experience to people, and we want it to be realistic. In order to do that, we have to push the PlayStation 2 as far as it possibly can go.
We use a well-known art package called Maya to do almost everything in our game.
When we first started the game, it was how do you create beautiful, lush environments that are high polygon count, high texture detailed, beautiful lighting, and just consistent through the game.
Technologically, 4 or 5 years into a console, you know, most of the big problems have been solved. So it's just a question of doing it better than everyone else.
You first start with the sheet, and the sheet is also known as collision. That's the very bare bones minimum level of detail that the player actually interacts on. Any of these walls, the player can't go beyond. So this is
so when God of War
the confines of the level. This is what, you know, what you're actually playing in, but that's not what you see. That's what the game's running in the background. If I turn the sheet off, now you can see there's actual
really
artwork associated with that.
A year after the PS3.
Well, we definitely wanted to make the player feel like they were in ancient Greece.
You know, it's to go from really dark, depressing feelings where you feel like, I just want to get out of here, to you know, very bright, and you're in the desert, and it's you know, it's to make you feel like, wow, okay, it's a vast world. You know, it's really big world out there.
God of War is it's gonna look real, but it's also gonna have a take to it, you know, like a little bit of a fantasy twist, over the top, like blood and guts.
I don't think that there's any other PlayStation game that achieves that that's out there.
Potion Camps is always so silly to watch.
Starts out with a single pose that every single animation derives from. When I'm starting to move like this, bring in the base pose, and then kind of just start to block a few things out. Maybe even with general, just kind of moving the whole character all as one, getting the timing for things, and then building out from the pelvis. So get the pelvis motion right, then get the chest involved with the pelvis, and maybe start doing the arms, come back with the legs, and then finish with the head and the fingers. So sort of whittling down until I get to that final look. The original vision, I think, what we wanted was very, very brutal.
It's funny because we were like, let's go find some fight scenes in movies, and that's how we want this guy to move, and that's how nasty we want him to be. And it's weird because when we thought we'd find all these great movies, movie fights are really kind of tame when you think about it. And we actually ended up with only 2 or 3 movies that really obscure films too, that really, when you saw it, you were like, oh my God, that is just some nasty stuff.
I wonder what movies they used then. So they were obscure, but still.
There's been quite a few gameplay design sessions or meetings with the animators where we get extremely We move around a lot. My setup situation as I'm putting enemies into the game and I'm trying to get them very playable so that they can be placed in levels and go around is this big cartoony shaped, very bright arena. And it's just a big wide open space, and I put the guys in that, and I fight with them there, I tune them there, I set up all their moves and combos and their reactions.
The Medusa head animation, ripping the head off the Medusa, very long development cycle for that one. It was redone several times.
We obsessed over it. I pissed off everybody. The animations aren't brutal enough. The art's not brutal enough. There's not enough blood. I want this game to make players just go nuts and feel that sense of anger and chaos.
We're really hammering the quality and trying to get it to be as top-notch as we can get it. There are several other games out there that I would consider that are kind of the top tier in animation, and we're trying to either meet or exceed what they do.
People are going to go, oh my God, this is what action-adventure games have supposed to have been since the very beginning. I always say this is the game I've been wanting to make since I was a little kid.
God of War, from a production perspective, has been extremely challenging. There's a number of areas that, you know, we've really been pressed. Time, money, resources.
Making the game was definitely a fight. Me and the team butted heads a lot, and there was this anger, I guess, that built up inside of me that I think I really transferred over to Kratos, and I look at Kratos now and it's like, that's me.
Oh God, they were still using CRTs
I think we've
back
verbally
then.
abused each other
This was
multiple
oh
times
God,
during the
Dev.
day. It's one of those, it's a great
2005
high-low
game.
thing. We start out the day, we're really happy, and then throughout the day we get very upset with each other, and then happy with each other.
Oh,
and
but
then
they said
upset,
4 or 5
hopefully
years
we can
into
leave
the
and we're
console,
happy
so
with
it
each
had to be
other,
around
and then we come back and we're happy
2004.
with each other again.
I'm always the
When
guy
major
that the
production
engineers
started.
want to strangle
God
because I try to
damn.
absolutely push this engine to the max.
We've wanted to strangle each other at least once a week.
Fucking Christ.
The prospect of beating the shit out of other workers has you know, occasionally arisen.
We have not actually had any fist fights on the game yet.
No, fist fights certainly aren't allowed in a professional environment.
If we're going to get into a physical fight, it's going to happen in the next 3 months. We're going into the most stressful time of making a game, which is the alpha-beta process.
Alpha. 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 Alpha, baby. Alpha.
So we're an hour from alpha. Nothing's tuned and nothing's finished.
What I am.
They have GameCubes here.
Tired.
They're really big fans of Smash or God of War.
More tired?
This is
They
what alpha
tested
is,
the
right? All
idea
the
of
pieces are
putting
there,
God of
but
War
it
on the
doesn't play right
No,
yet,
but
it
Santa
doesn't
Monica's
feel right
a
yet,
second-party
and,
studio, I believe.
There are a couple of big bugs that people are
Maybe
working
first
on.
party.
If we don't get them by 7, then we'll get them done by 8 or 9 or 10.
Yeah, they're first party. So it was only going to be on PlayStation.
3 years and we're almost done. Light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm so happy we're an hour away from being able to say at least we have a game.
Playtesting is fantastically important, and this is the first game that we've really gone to town on the playtesting while the game has been in development. We'll bring, you know, 5 or 6 people in from the local colleges, and we'll sit them down in front of the latest version of whatever level we've been building, and we'll watch them play it, and we'll notice all of the things that they don't do right, or all the times that they can't find the way to solve a puzzle because we've obviously not highlighted it well enough, or if they can't see the door in the background, then we'll add an extra light in so it's highlighted. It's really kind of like making, you know, it's like making a movie. At the beginning of the project, we decided we were going to build a playtesting room in our office, and that has proved to be a very good decision.
There's our huge PlayStation booth. So good to be
E3.
one of the big titles this year, so hopefully
Man,
we'll get some
I've been
attention
meaning to go
everything it
back
deserves.
in the past on YouTube and watch like old E3 press conferences from 2004 and 5 and 6 and shit. Just absorb the hype of shit like God of War and Metal Gear and other games being announced at an E3.
I think whether you're into mythology or not, I think you can't deny the power of a game made by passionate people.
God of War is a game that anyone can pick up and play and have a really fun experience.
You should play God of War because it'll get you laid.
Hey, come on.
This is the adventure that the back of the box has always promised you.
God of War is fucking rad.
That guy's a bit too into God of War. Oh, my controller disconnected. It was so long. But that's actually perfect because I'm out of time. That's good. I gotta say, I'm super angry about that, like, ending bit. Not the fight with Ares. That was actually pretty fun because it was easy, but like everything else. But I mean, all in all, it's an okay game. It shows its age in some of the mechanics and stuff. Graphically, it's okay. It holds up as much as it can for a 2005 PS2 game. But it certainly looks better than the PSP games, which is funny because the next one is Ghost of Sparta. Let's see how that holds up to the previous, like, because those released in Chains of Olympus and then Ghost of Sparta. So Ghost of Sparta is the newer PSP game. So we'll see how that holds up. But that's not. I definitely need a break because God, that was forever. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in Ghost of Sparta, YouTube, and then hopefully Twitch. Hopefully people will watch me on Twitch. I had a good run going, and then everyone stopped caring. Oh well.